Good evening, Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. I'm meteorologist Lucas Bostwick, and we're taking a live look at radar out there this evening. And there's just a few showers, but they basically all completely died out, and we really aren't expecting anything more for the rest of the evening. So not going to see too much overnight. Current temperatures, they're running in the upper 80s in general to around 90. 90 in Houston, 89 Lafayette, 88 Woodville. So pretty warm out there, but nothing too crazy. And satellite and radar for the past 3 hours has shown that a few showers and storms developed over the region, but they have since died out. And then there's a few showers left over out to the east around New Orleans. So a little bit of activity out there, but nothing really exceptional. Futurecast shows that tonight it's going to be pretty quiet as we get towards morning. There could be a couple sprinkles overnight, but nothing much is expected. As we get into the afternoon, we should see a couple, maybe one or two storms develop, especially higher, I would say, chance probably around southwest Louisiana, and then maybe something around Houston as well. And as we get into the later afternoon, we see another one or two showers develop, but coverage is looking pretty low for tomorrow, around 10%. So that is some good news if you're looking for some drier weather. The outlook for the Hurricane Center shows there's a 20% chance of development over the next 7 days for an area that is to the east of the Lesser Antilles of the Caribbean. And as we see, they're not expecting much to come of this because there's going to be a lot of prohibiting factors for this system to have to deal with. It's not going to have a lot of conducive environment ahead. So that is going to be a big limiting factor for this to develop. So good news on that. The tropics, for water temperatures, they're pretty warm out there, so keep that in mind as we get towards peak season, which is not until late August. We still have plenty of warmth out there for the Gulf, and that means that a storm, if it were to get into it under the right conditions, certainly could still develop, but right now we do not expect anything to be heading our way. We will, of course, let you know if we do see anything. But in the meantime, the upper level flow is showing that on this upcoming week, Thursday in particular, it's looking pretty hot. The ridge of high pressure is sitting over Dallas, and it extends all the way across the eastern seaboard. So a lot of the country is going to be hot this week. It's going to be one of the hottest weeks for many people across the country for this summer. So a lot of the south is going to be hot. And then on Friday, we're going to see a little bit of a pattern change here locally, and we're going to get into more easterly flow, which is going to allow the chance of rain to really begin to increase. So some relief is on the way, but we have to get past the point of Wednesday and Thursday where it's really hot. And atmospheric moisture shows that as well, that we are going to be drying out a lot in the early part of the week. Look at Wednesday in particular. It's very dry over much of the area, especially southeast Texas. And as we notice to the east, there is that blue and pink, which indicates much higher moisture returning. And that's going to push towards the west over time. And as we get into Friday and Saturday in particular, we see that moisture does increase quite a bit. Into Sunday, even, it's lingering still. So we're going to have increasing rain chances coming towards you on the weekend. So keep that in mind. It's not going to be dry forever. It's just a temporary dry period that we're going to go through. Lows tonight for the upper covered region is going to be in the lower 70s. And then mid 70s to around 80 at the beach, low 80s at the beach actually. And look at that, Galveston 85. That would be really warm if that's their low. Pretty warm there. And then tomorrow, highs in the mid 90s, around upper 80s at the beach. So pretty hot out there. And our 7-day outlook shows that this upcoming week is going to be very hot. It's going to be around 97, especially on Thursday for southeast Texas. Then we have rain chances increase, and we should see cooler temperatures as a result. We may lower those temperatures even further as we get closer to the weekend. And the same for southwest Louisiana. It's going to be hot, and then we have an increasing chance on Thursday into the weekend, and we should see those temperatures come down as a result. Be sure to follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@GulfCoastWeather. Shout out to our sponsor, HB Neild, for sponsoring this video. And also, make sure that you keep up to date on Gulf Coast Weather's Facebook page. So if you're getting this video there, keep watching our videos and following our posts, and you'll stay up to date on what's going on with our weather in Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. All right, have a good night, everyone.